How are you guys doing? This is Ryan, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I want to talk about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and can governments shut it down? Can they ban it and can they hurt it and just pretty much make it a bad investment? I've been getting this question a lot from a lot of people who've been considering investing in Bitcoin, but they're fearful of governments shutting it down because it's a competition of currency and governments don't really like competition. So in this video, I'll be going over some of the computer science and also just discussing would it be a good thing for governments to shut down cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, or would it actually hurt a government if they tried to do this? That's the topic for today's video. Let's jump into it. So when you're looking to invest in something, you want to make sure that a government's not trying to shut it down because this could potentially hurt your investment. But first, let's talk about, can a government shut down a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin? So you have to understand how Bitcoin works. It's an open source software where an entire network of computers around the world run a node to secure the network. And what they do is they make sure every transaction that goes through is valid and that all the computers agree that this is what occurred. So if this was a centralized company or something, that company would make sure, well, this all occurred. So the difference between these two things is that there's no central point of attack. Look at this map over here. I can't go around the world and shut down every single computer to turn off the Bitcoin network. But if I wanted to go after Bank of America, you could find ways to shut off their computer systems, their servers, throw their CEO in jail, their management team, and there's a central point of attack there. There's one person, there's one centralized custodian of everyone's accounts that you can shut down. Cryptocurrency is just a different animal, so you can't actually shut it down. And I think deep down, governments would like a way to shut it down. If you just look at someone like Julian Assange. Julian Assange is hated by governments because of his website WikiLeaks, which has helped whistleblowers publish information on inside governments and militaries by just saying like the bad things these organizations are doing, and they don't have accountability, and they've been using his website to do this. And governments don't like to be shown when they're doing bad things, so they really don't like him. And his organization WikiLeaks operates just off of donations, and he's been shut down by PayPal, by Visa, MasterCard. Every major merchant has stopped him from being able to get money, but he's been able to stay alive through Bitcoin. So I feel like situations like this, the government learned like, wow, we would like to shut down Bitcoin, but we can't. And from a humanitarian perspective, like, this is good that someone can still operate freedom of press because they have something like Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. They can do and say controversial things and still be rewarded by the market for it, because freedom of speech wasn't just put here to talk about the weather. That's just one example. But then also, I think if you dig into it deeper, I don't think smart governments, if you will, would want to shut down Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies because there is a large talent pool here. And what I mean by that, there's a lot of people building decentralized projects within cryptocurrency that's going to change the world in the future. And if you ban this, it's just going to go to somewhere else that accepts it, and they're going to get all that wealth and all that market cap. And the countries that ban it are going to get like this brain drain. All the talent's going to go away from them, and it's going to hurt the economy. Just like people have said the United States has been a brain drain on like third world countries, that they've taken the most talented people out of there, and that's just benefited the United States economy and hurt the smaller countries that haven't had the talented people to build the infrastructure and economy there. So looking at it from the perspective that like government knows they can't shut it down, it's almost like smoking MJ. I'm not going to say the word here because YouTube doesn't seem to like the word, but smoking Michael Jackson, we'll call it that, has been illegal for a long time. But governments realize they can't shut it down. People are still gonna do it. And maybe we shouldn't throw these non-violent, innocent people into a cage for smoking a plant that seems to make them happy. Let's let them do it and tax the hell out of them. So I think cryptocurrency is similar in a way that it's not gonna go away. You can't shut down the network, but if we let this asset class grow on this open source software, it's likely gonna create a lot of wealth, and we can find a way to tax a lot of money out of it and grow our economy and get more taxes from that too. But you will see countries out there that wanna ban it because it is a big risk to their system, and they're gonna approach it from a not too smart way, most likely. And just because a government bans something doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. Just look at China has banned Google and Facebook, but these have turned out to be amazing investments. So China has also been really tough on cryptocurrency, so by following that logic, it's probably a great investment if China wants to ban it. But I want to point out one other very important thing, and that is the decentralized system in, for example, Bitcoin being a decentralized software. It has all these nodes that can keep it alive, and you literally can't go all over the country and over 100 countries and shut down every node. It's very important. But getting cryptocurrency can be challenging in a centralized way because people go on to exchanges to buy cryptocurrency. So governments could go after exchanges and make it difficult for people to buy them. And if your money's on an exchange, they can go after that exchange and confiscate your money. So you can go back in history and look at someone like President Roosevelt in 1933, confiscated gold from the masses so the government could manipulate the money better by not having a free market in gold, and they could kind of control the price of it, saying this many ounces of gold is worth this many dollars and pretty much lie to people. And they eventually found out the truth in the 1970s when it became legal to own gold again. The price of gold went from $25 an ounce all the way up to $800 in like a year, because the price had been so badly manipulated so governments could print money. But even more currently, e-gold in the early 2000s was an online way to use gold as a currency, and the government came in and shut that down and took everyone's gold. So what I mean by this is custodians can be a dangerous place to hold cryptocurrency, and having actual users with private keys and private wallets, it's just as important to have users of a program as to have people that are running nodes on the program, to make sure that the ecosystem exists even if there was a government attack for some reason, even though I think it's unlikely to occur. But let me know your thoughts, and if you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps this video reach a broader audience. And if you enjoy the content, please subscribe for future content. And if you tap the notification bell, YouTube will notify you every time I upload a video, which is every single week. Also, if you want to follow me for daily content, I post on Instagram just about every day. My handle is rgiffen89. And also, I'm a big fan of noise.cash. My name over there is Ryan Giffen, just one word. I'm a big fan of the platform because it's built on top of Bitcoin Cash, and you can actually make cryptocurrency just by putting content on there. It's a very vibrant community, and a lot of people on there like cryptocurrency, so if you like cryptocurrency, I think you'll enjoy it too. And also, just a disclaimer at the end here, please know that none of this is financial advice. These are just my opinions based on my own research. If you're gonna make any of your own investing decisions, please do your own research and due diligence to make sure you're making the best investment, and take responsibility for your own risk. But that's all I got for this week, guys.
I'll see you in my next one.